In today's recruiting tip, I want to talk to you about how working together as a team will make just a significant impact in the amount of exposure, not only for each individual athlete on the team, but just the visibility in the club as a whole. It shows the college coaches that your club really takes recruiting very seriously. And so, if you're a club owner and you're watching today's episode, this is just a great thing that you can do for your club to really set the infrastructure and set the tone for the families in the club so that they know that you take recruiting really seriously. A few years ago, I worked with a team actually at T Street Volleyball Club in Southern California. And I had this great group of parents. It was pretty early in my career. And so I was working with a particular team, though. I had several athletes that were contracted with me. And it was really eye-opening and awakening to see how they came together and how everybody did their own part, but it made such an impact in everybody's future when it came to the recruiting process. All of these kids were successfully recruited. They're playing actually at the college level now, and it's been kind of interesting to see how that particular group even made such an impact for me and how I go about doing my recruiting workshops and the advice and the suggestions that I give to this day. So I want to talk to you about how you can create kind of this synergy for your team. And the first thing that I would really recommend that you do is pinpoint either one or multiple people on your team that will actually film, upload the video into a Dropbox of some sort, whether you use Google Drive or Dropbox. You can even use YouTube actually as a free storage. But I would highly recommend that you're having a couple of people share the responsibility, but film and share all this video with everybody on your team. The recruiting process is it's a very difficult process to get through. It's an emotional journey, but you absolutely have to have video in order to create this visibility and get this exposure. So if you can pinpoint somebody from your team to actually film and upload and take that responsibility. Perhaps you're sharing the responsibility. Not every parent will travel to every single tournament. So you might find a way to actually share the responsibility. But you definitely want to create some sort of folder where everyone on your team has access to video. The next thing you want to do is at these various tournaments, especially at like a major qualifier. If you're at the Show Me qualifier or any major recruiting tournament, the SoCal qualifier is around the corner. And one of the things that I always recommend is for parents to be on the lookout and pay close attention to the logos on the college's shirts. Which college coaches are coming to your court? The thing that I like about doing this, about pinpointing a parent to do this, number one, it can alleviate the pressure off the athletes. You want the girls on the court to be focusing on play, not focusing on recruiting and what's going on around them. So if they can have confidence that somebody is on the lookout and actually writing down the list of the college programs that are coming by the court, it'll make a significant impact for everybody on the team. Because after a major tournament, you need to be doing follow-up with the college coaches. And if you guys have actually worked together to not only get the video that you can use to edit and create a highlight reel, you also will have a list of programs that came by your court that you can actually follow up with and use the clips from the video to give them a reminder of who you are as an athlete. And this can make such an impact and even the visibility for the volleyball club. So if you're a club owner and you're looking to create some infrastructure for recruiting in your club, if you want to make it known to college coaches that you're serious about recruiting with your club, this is a really good way that you can kind of create this infrastructure and allow for parents to work together as a team in a non-competitive way. One of the things that families ask me as I've worked with families throughout the process, one of the things that that has come up when I've made this suggestion is, what about the competition on the team? Is it going to have a negative impact? And will somebody else on the team get picked up from maybe your dream school and you miss an opportunity? And the reality is that at the end of the day, the college coaches have to make the decision that's in the best interest for their team. They're going to choose the best athletes that they feel are going to come in and make an impact in their program. And the families around you are going to be going through the recruiting process with or without you. If they really want their athlete to play at the next level, or if the student athlete themselves really wants to play at the next level, then they're going to be doing some version of what I'm sharing with you. And the truth is, if you guys collaborate and you come together as a team, not necessarily that you're sharing the ins and outs of everything that's going on, although the team that I worked with actually a few years ago, there was kind of a pinpoint person that had given so much valuable insight to the other families on the team and really kind of led the way and took a lot of the suggestions that I had and really kind of helped with leading the way and being kind of a mentor to some of the other families that were newer to volleyball. So this is the best advice that I can give you, is to work together as a team. Don't look at each other as a competition. Realize that everybody's dreams and ideas and what they want at the next level is going to be unique. And when you travel to these different qualifiers and to different tournaments, it's really important that you guys are taking these kids out on college campuses. And that's my other tip for working together as a team. Have that team parent or somebody lead the way and get these kids out on these college campuses to start to feel, and get an idea about what they want in their college experience. And if you can do these things, you'll start to see as well that every athlete has kind of a different vision on what they want in their college experience and what's realistic and what they're looking for. And it's really an amazing opportunity for the kids to also be talking to others about their experience and realizing, although this is a really emotional process, it's also a journey that they share with other athletes around them, and that it's okay, that it's an emotional journey, but it's okay. And even as a parent, you'll have other parents that you can really talk to and vent with and share, really your frustrations, because there is a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of exciting parts of your journey, but there's a lot of emotional downs as well. Getting rejected is never fun. It's really difficult for your kids to go through. And as a parent, it's hard to be on that receiving end as well when you're trying to help support your athlete through this process. A lot of athletes give up, and you don't need to give up. There's definitely a home for anybody that wants to play at the next level. I say that wholeheartedly and sincerely, that if your child wants to play at the next level, there's definite opportunity for them. Just depends on how open-minded and realistic they are. Not everybody's going to play at Stanford or UCLA or USC. You're going to have an open mind when it comes to this process. But certainly working together as a team with the kids on your team and with the parents on your team, it's definitely going to alleviate a lot of pressure that you might be feeling, and you guys can kind of tag team with your efforts. It's also going to create a lot of visibility and exposure for the club, because if everybody is working this process and everybody is doing these emails and getting this footage out to the coaches, it's going to draw a lot of attention, and you're going to find that a lot of college coaches are coming by your court. Maybe they start coming by practices, and it really does have this kind of snowball effect with how it can impact literally everyone. That's today's recruiting tip. You can hashtag Ask Kara Hill and ask me any questions about the college recruiting process. If you're a club owner and you're looking for some guidance and some infrastructure, I'd be happy to come in and do kind of a workshop on how to be successful in the recruiting process. And if you're a family, feel free to take a look, and you can email me or call me or text me anytime. That's today's recruiting tip. Have a great day.